Taking a quick break to check our meat. So we told you we're barbecuing today. So in case you want to see what we were doing, Um, we're doing jerk ribs and chicken on this side. These are actually ribs, believe it or not. They're just sliced up real small. And then we're doing non-jerk, just regular seasoned chicken and ribs on this side. And up here, we're doing shish kebabs, but we're doing them a different way. Instead of putting them all on the same stick and then having some stuff cooked and some things not cooked, we decided to put everything, all the light things on one stick. That way everything is cooked evenly, and then we'll go from there. So take a look at what this steak is looking like on this shish kebab. So this is steak right here, guys. But we're getting off topic of the garden. So back to over here is our tomato section, and you can see, so right now we have only 6 tomatoes in this section because we had to buy these from Lowe's already grown. So we're a little behind in this season. But if you look in the nursery, in our nursery section over here is what we started growing earlier in the season. So we have some delicious tomatoes growing here. These are all our baby tomatoes. Here's one more delicious tomato. And then here is our San Marzano tomatoes. There's a couple more San Marzanos in that cup back there. Down here, there's a beefsteak tomato we have popping up down here. This is a pepper. So this is the tomatoes we have in our nursery section. So we do have a lot of tomatoes coming and on the way. But right now, we're just focused on the 6 that's up here. And so we have a Juliet tomato right here. Next to that one is a big beef. Then we have a big boy tomato right here. Another big beef over here. Super sweet 100 right there. And then another, this is over here is a beefsteak. Now there's 3 beefsteaks in here. Actually, you can see there's 3 tomato plants growing out of here. So we got that for that reason. There was 3 in the plant that we bought. We wanted to try that out. So these are the 6 tomato plants that we bought from the store. And like I said, we have a bunch more coming from the nursery. So we have reinforcements coming, guys. So our tomato section will be way bigger than this in about a month or so. So if you want to, stay tuned for that. And if you want to see what our tomatoes looked like last season, you can go check those videos out as well. But continue watching us so you can see how these tomato plants are going to do. Barbecue is coming along pretty good. All right, so now it's time for me to go over our berries. So as you can see here, this is our berry section. So we have berries here, and we also have berries back there behind Tasha. So I'm going to start from the right to the left. So over here is our raspberry section, actually. So we have 3 raspberry plants. We have a fall gold raspberry here, which I actually picked some fall golds earlier because these really do turn like almost of a gold color. So you can see there's one actually right there. It's going to turn more of a gold color maybe by tomorrow. But these are called the fall gold for a reason. They are really, really delicious. Right next to that one, we have some red raspberry. So this is the Carolina Everbearing. You can see what that's looking like there. We picked some of those yesterday as well. So there was more berries on these 2 plants yesterday. But we did a little harvesting yesterday and got a little greedy. So they look a little bare right now, but we would have more eventually. Right next to that one, Tasha's trying to wet me up right now. Right next to that one is the Glencoe raspberry. And you can see this one here is actually fruiting a whole lot more than the other raspberries. It just hasn't given us any ripe ones as of yet. But by the way they're looking, I'll say another 5 to 6 days. And we should be eating off of that plant as well. Now, when you pass those 3, then we get to the blueberry section. So we have 7 blueberry plants. We have 6 blueberry plants in total. So let's start from the one in the back here. So you can see this is one of our biggest ones. You see plenty of berries on here too. So this is a southern high bush blueberry plant here. So of course they're not blue yet. They'll be turning blue real soon, and then it'll be time to eat on these. Right next to it is the legacy blueberry, and this one has even more berries on it. You can see between these two plants here, there are plenty of berries. And right in front of it, we have our pink lemonade blueberries. So this one here, this plant hasn't really started showing our blueberries yet, but this one over here is also a pink lemonade, and that one has blueberries on it, but it's just not as much as the ones that we saw earlier. But so the pink lemonades, for some reason, the plants are doing well, but they're not producing as much fruit. And these blueberries over here is like our third biggest blueberry plant, and you can see that's doing okay as well. So this is probably our it's our third biggest plant, and it's also our third most producing plant as well, right behind the southern high bush and the legacy. And our final blueberry plant here is the emerald blueberries, and they're called emeralds because they have really small blueberries on there, and they grow in bunches. So you can see how many are on one branch. Look at these blueberries here. They grow only about half the size of a regular raspberry. So what you're looking at now are the full sizes. It just has to start, ripening real soon. So you will see, if you keep watching and keep up with our videos, you will see what these end up looking like in a couple of weeks. So again, this is our blueberry section. And if you walk over here with me, this is our blackberry section. So we have two Natchez blackberries, two Ponca blackberries, one sweetie pie, and we have some mulberry over here. So the one Tasha's watering right there is the Ponca, and this is actually a Ponca as well. So these two in the white containers are Ponca blackberry. This one here and that one over there are the Natchez blackberries. The one over here, this is the one we just got actually this season. That's the sweetie pie blackberry. We haven't tried that one yet. And over there is the mulberry we got this season. So these here we had from last season. They made it through the winter pretty good. Those two we got this season. So that gives us 5 blackberry plants overall and 1 mulberry plant. So this is our berry section. So this over here is where we sit when we're sowing our seeds and things like that. And we hang out and just enjoy the garden. And so we have our hibiscus we just got this season as well. So hopefully, these can make it through the winter in Virginia, and we continue to have the hibiscus every season. Now these aren't berries, but we did get these this year. So these are 2 kiwi plants. These are 2 fuzzy kiwi plants that we got this season. They're both female though. So we're currently in search for a male plant. We can't find one. So if you have any connections, let us know in the comment section. We do need a male kiwi plant, but that really takes care of most of the berries that we have here. I'm gonna go over here and finish checking on this barbecue and this grill, and then but tune in to our next video. Okay, so now it's time for me to show you the cucumber section. I'm trying to keep Tasha company as she's watering these, so I'm trying to follow her. She thinks I'm following her, but it may just be a coincidence. This is our muncher cucumbers here. We planted these last month, the 7th of last month. Yep, right there. We planted those the 7th of last month. So this is maybe like 5, almost 6 weeks old. And you can see we got them going up this trellis here. We also got some other cucumbers growing. We have these cucumbers over here in this tray. So these are our straight 8 cucumbers. So they're coming up next in line. We're actually going to put them over here. You can see we have a trellis system over here. So we're going to put the cucumbers, the pots down here on the ground, and it's going to grow upwards on top of this trellis here. So that's going to be the destination for those straight 8 cucumbers. And over here in the nursery section, we have our national pickling cucumbers that's coming up as well. So those are also going to be down here. So we're going to have the straight ace on this side, and we're going to have the national pickling on this side. And so, of course, you know, we're going to have the cucumber munchers right down here in Tasha's favorite section. So we did it like this so they can grow up these sticks. And right over here, in case you thought we were done, we have some more cucumbers in the ground. So these actually came out of this bed here. We have cucumbers planted only on this side, so it can go up this trellis here that we built last season as well. So these are bush champion cucumbers, and you can see they're definitely growing. We need to fill one in right there. But that's how our cucumbers are doing. So you can see we have plenty of cucumbers, guys. So cucumbers here, cucumbers here, cucumbers over there, and cucumbers coming up in the nursery over there. So if you wanted to see how our cucumbers turn out, especially because we got 4 different types of cucumbers growing this season, then just tune in, keep up with our videos. But we also grew some of these last season too. So if you want to see what the munchers look like, you want to see what the national pickling look like, then you can go and look at our videos from last season, and you can check those out. Or you can just continue watching these and following these to see how these turn out.